Good morning, you two. How are you?
Really good.
Very good. Thank
All right. So where are you right now anyway?
We're in
you.
Dubai.
Dubai. Flying tonight, but we're in Dubai.
Love it.
I'm going to 50 cents. Yeah.
You only live once, so live your best life yet. That's all.
Yes.
Thank you guys so much for taking time and joining us today. So my name is Rhonda, and welcome to the Credit Authority. We are a radio show and podcast that talks to entrepreneurs about their experiences. So I'm so glad that you guys have a couple of minutes to join us today. So I want to just jump right into it. So first of all, there's amazing dynamic with both of you. And I think what's most important to identify is that you are both entrepreneurs. So out of the two of you, who do you think is more of the creative?
Me.
Me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think it's me. The creative side is me. More the execution side of the business is Caroline. Execution.
I understood completely. Now, obviously, the dynamic with both of you has been a little bit of a talk on the town. Has your relationship, do you feel that it has helped impact your business? Or do you think that you've actually had some downside and more explaining to do?
I mean, I think when we first started dating, we had a lot of explaining to do. Obviously, I got the cougar, sugar mama, all this kind of stuff.
I got a toy boy.
You're always going to be my toy boy.
It's all right.
But now I think we're just like a double act. No one expects one to come without the other. So I think at this point in the game, we're 5 years in. It's both of us or none of us. So they've just got used to it.
And that's funny because my husband and I work together as well. And there are times where it's actually a little challenging because I almost need him to take a back seat to some of the things that I'm doing. Have either one of you experienced that where, as much as you're a couple, and like you just said, Caroline, it's both of us or none. Have you ever had that scenario where it really needed to be one of you or none of you?
Honestly, we have it all the time,
All the time. I mean, housewives.
Housewives.
I'm a housewife. Even though they have husbands, he's not.
She's the front face and I'm kind of like behind, but we do it all the time with business, like I know a lot of the times, like last week, for example, I brought a deal and I know she's going to close it. Obviously, I would love to be the front part and close it there, but I know because of her age and expertise in the business, she's going to close it so much better than me and get a better term.
So he zips it.
I stay back. I tell her, honey, this is for you. I know, you should do this, and I know she's gonna do it, and she does it extremely well.
And we do get it, and I'm sure you'll understand and you'll experience it as you progress in business and in your relationship. Just personally, like I said, I know there are times where I have to say to my husband, "This is not for you. This is really all about me right now, and I need to be the one that's front and center." Now, when you are working so much together, and I know, Caroline, you have children as well, how do you create a good work-life balance?
Well, I'm looking upstairs because I can see my son.
And the other one is there as
well. Over there in front of a glass house, and they're all waving and going, because we've been on these calls for so long, they're hungry. And look, is it a good work-life balance? I don't know. They're sat over there eating by themselves. On the other hand, they can see me, and they're pulling faces at me. So I'm not in an office. We're trying to make it. They have our presence.
I think it's very good for them because we are setting up rules of like what work.
Roles.
How works.
The hustle today. You have to hustle today. Sorry,
100%.
It's not enough to be privileged or to have parents that have done well today. It really isn't. You have to have something about you. You have to have something. You have to have a drive. So I hope they see us, working our bollocks off, because that's what we do.
100%.
That's a great segue to my next question. When you are creative and you're constantly thinking, and you do have children. I have 5 boys, right? So I'll be the first to say, I want my kids to follow in my footsteps, but I'll be honest in saying they don't necessarily, they have not yet identified that they like what I do, right? And that they want to follow in our footsteps. Do you find that any of the kids would be good representatives of your business when the time comes that you want to maybe retire or move on?
There's different things that we do. The reality side, no.
No one wants to be part of
wants to
it.
do it, really.
Yeah.
You know, the wellness brand we're starting now, so that's baby steps. Who knows? Fingers crossed we take off.
Yeah.
You know,
Maybe Bali as well.
Bali as
we are
well.
developing in Bali, so
Yeah,
maybe I think, you know.
You know, I feel that there are parts of the business that they'll enjoy and parts they don't. You know, I get a lot of criticism, like, where are your children? Where are your children? And I'm like, well, my kids are 13 years old and 17 years old. They don't want to be in social media, and I understand that and respect that. So, you know, maybe one day they'll woke up and go, oh my God, Mom, I want to do exactly what you do. I don't know, because they certainly enjoy the perks that come with my job. And I always say, well, if you want these perks, then you have to start playing ball. And it was funny, we were doing a Christmas picture, and we both looked at each other and we said, should we ask the kids? And we looked at each other and went, no, it will cost us a fortune.
Literally, we have to pay each of them just to be in the photo, you know.
So like, forget it.
Yeah.
Listen, I understand. If you looked at my family photo, it's a collage because I have to grab each one of them when they make themselves available. Sometimes, you know, my kids are a little bit older. My youngest is 15. My oldest is 27. So we have a big.
Same age as my husband.
I'm 29. Yeah.
I don't really think that I could see myself dating any of my kids' friends, but thankfully I won't have a position, but it's fun. And I think what I like most about the dynamic with both of you is it is definitely based on different age generations. So Sergio, tell me a little bit about maybe lessons that you're learning as you're progressing in, you know, in your journey right now.
I mean, it was a big challenge for me to kind of like join this Caroline Stanley train, you know, but because of soccer, I've always has like, you know, friends and like people around me so much older than me, 25, 30 years. So, you know, even when we started getting, you know, together and, you know, she met my friends and they were her age. So for me, that was not a big kind of like thing because I saw her as my age. It was just more about like the family that she had already, which was kids and a whole thing already created, that I really have to step into it and kind of like roll with it, you know? So that was a big challenge. But I mean, I learned so many things, to be honest, you know, mainly in business, a lot of things, you know, and she really helped me to have the, you know, a clear vision of where I wanted to go and how I want to do it. And it's an amazing thing, to be honest, to have someone like her, you know, as a support on anything I do, because, you know, as I said before, I'm good at doing one thing, you know, and then she's very good at doing the other side of the business.
I always said I could support
you know,
him to take risks,
so,
which I think was the biggest gift you can give someone.
Yeah, so I'm very out there like doing different investments and like finding new opportunities, you know, that might be long term, that might be, you know, but you know, I'm very like entrepreneurial on that side, and she's so much more into like the day-to-day business,
Which I love. So it almost sounds like Carolyn's a mentor in a way.
Yeah, 100%. She's kind of like a mentor for me. Yeah.
So now, you're working on a new brand together, which you mentioned, which is your wellness brand. When you are working on building a new brand, who would you think are your power partners that are there to help guide you and build that with you? Because it takes more than the two of you as a creative to make that happen. So who are your power partners?
Right now, we're figuring that out actually as we speak, because you know, the whole world has gone online now, and you know, I'm way behind on all of this. So we just actually looking at
conversations, you know,
conversations with different people, because we haven't launched yet
to really, you know, take this to the next level. You know, we got to where we are today, which is amazing because we develop everything, and now it's like a golden little
finding
thing.
all the right partners. So how do you grow online today? It's not enough just to use your socials. How do you choose, you know, the right distribution and all of these things? And do you go retail, or do you go, you know, straight to the customer? So we are literally in all of this right now. We were looking for the right partners in the right space to help us. And one thing about Sergio and I is we know our limitations, and we know what we can do and what we can't do. And I think that's the key to a good entrepreneur,
100%.
is to understanding that you can't do everything.
And she made me understand that, because in the beginning I was trying to do everything.
disaster.
with all different, you know,
If it was-
businesses and everything.
Yeah,
And I understood that the key to success is to delegate.
paying people better than you.
You know, to have people better than you in different areas will make you better in a long term.
Smaller piece of a bigger pie.
100%.
I love that. So last question, just because I know that we are running a little, we're running on our time. So social media, we do talk about social media and growing our brands on social media. And you did just mention it's not just about social media. What other methods do you recommend for entrepreneurs based on the brands that you've created for getting the word out there right now?
I mean, social media, okay, that's social media actually.
To really connect with the people and really make them feel they can be part of it in a way. And I think to create content that is relatable to your clients or your customers, it's very important, you know.
And you still have to use things like Facebook ads, TikTok shop. I'm learning about all of these things that can get you out there, and one reel can make you viral. Then, obviously brand awareness and just, sending them out to as many people as you can.
And don't be
hoping
scared.
they repost or giving them some sort of affiliate link so that they want to repost, so they earn money off your brand.
Mm-hmm.
And this way you have many influencers working for you, even if you're not, a big brand yourself and you can't afford to pay someone. That is the cheapest form of advertising for you.
But don't be scared as well to put your word out there, like a lot of people there are scared of creating content. Just create as much as content as you can, because you only need one reel to just, kick to 1 million views, and then your brand will be successful.
Love it. Well, thank you too so much for taking time out. I look forward to following your journey, and have an amazing holiday season. And hopefully we'll see each other in 2024.
All right. Thank you for everything.
You got it. Thank you. Have
Bye.
a great day, guys. Bye-bye now.
Bye.